All right, you guys, it is Sunday morning, and I am on my way to pole class, level 2 pole class. Hey, you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you are new, I am Aneese, and I am documenting my fitness journey, particularly my pole fitness journey. So I've got I should have showed you guys what was in my pole bag. So maybe I'll do that when I get home, or if I have enough time before we actually start class. But I have my handy dandy water bottle, I have my pole grip in my bag, and actually bought some ballet shoes because I saw another girl in pole class with ballet shoes and I thought it was a good idea. So I have my ballet shoes in there, as well as my yoga mat. So yeah, I will see you guys when we get there. All right, you guys, so we are here at the pole studio. Oh my God, I just dropped my makeup brush. So I'm gonna put a little bit of powder on my face because it's freaking oily. Those of us that have oily skin know exactly what I'm talking about. See, I'm super excited. I'm a little early because I don't know if I can go in here early, but I'm going to anyway. So yeah, I'll see you guys inside. So welcome to pole class. As you can see, I am walking in. There are cute little chairs you can sit down and switch out your shoes. And then there's the flexibility room here to the right. And then towards the back is where all of the apparatuses are there. Did I say too many S's on apparatus? Anyway, there's pole, silk, lure hoop, and other apparatuses that I can't think of right now. But anyways, what you can see here is me doing a drop-in series. And a drop-in is exactly what it sounds like. You're dropping in on a class as opposed to taking a series. All right, you guys, I just finished up with pole class. It's freaking hot. Hold on, let me get situated. All right, let me tell you guys how pole class went. First of all, I was the biggest one there, which kind of sucked. Everybody else was, on the smaller side. And not that I'm huge. I mean, I am overweight for my height according to my BMI. But that doesn't mean that I don't like the way that I currently look, because I do. But I just want to lose a little bit more weight, more so for my spine health, because the less I weigh, the better it will be on my spine. Plus, I want to look better. There's nothing wrong with that either. But I was the biggest one there. And I feel like I was the one that was less experienced than everyone else, or at least less skilled. Maybe, let me say less skilled, because I don't know how long the other girls were pole dancing. So yeah, I was definitely less skilled. They were going pretty fast, so I had a hard time keeping up. I still got the moves down. It just wasn't as fast as everyone else was going. The instructor was moving kind of fast. And I understand, you got to keep the class rolling. They only have an hour to fit all the exercises in. So, but that was my first time being in that predicament, because normally I'm able to keep up and, so yeah, kind of sucked being, the biggest one and the less skilled one in the classroom. So if you find yourself in that position, yeah, it sucks, but don't let that be the reason that you don't book your pole class or practice pole. Still show up, still practice. But I definitely had moments where I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I'm cut out for this anymore. Or, man, this really sucks because I'm not landing all of the moves like everybody else. But, I'm not going to let that discourage me. If anything, I did ask my instructor if I could, record a little bit so that way I could go back, look at what we were learning. We learned a lot of moves. Some moves, actually a lot of the moves I already am familiar with and was already practicing at home. But then there were a few other moves and transitions that I was not used to. Like one was, I think it was a chair spin into a chair sit. And I had a hard time doing that. I completely just felt like a rotisserie chicken trying to swing around the freaking pole with my little T-Rex arms and big old thunder thighs. It was not cute. I don't know. I did not like it at all. Sorry, it's really hot. It's 84 degrees, what my car is saying. So I take a sip of water. But yeah, that kind of sucked. But I mean, I did it. I'm proud of myself for, you know, trying. I got a really good workout in. My instructor was really nice. The girls were, everybody was really friendly. So like, I don't regret not going, and I'm not going to let this, you know, discourage me from signing up in the future. So I did sign up for open pole this Friday. So I will be doing that. And in the meantime, I'm going to practice those moves that I struggled with at home. I may as well, right? So yeah, that's the plan. And then I think, I don't know if I booked anything for next Sunday. I might book another level 2 class on Sunday. I'll just kind of see how my body feels and how things go. But even if I don't, I'm still going to practice at home. I'm going to still try to go to class as much as possible, but most of my training will be at home because it's more affordable for right now. Well, yeah, that was pole class, everybody. So if you're interested in joining pole, I highly recommend it. It's a wonderful workout. You get to meet really great people. They do showcases there at the studios, what my instructor was telling us today. So I'm actually going to look on their Instagram and see what they have going on. I think the tickets are sold out for this summer, but I thought that was pretty cool. And I think I mentioned in my other video, another instructor told me about this production company that eventually I'm trying to perform at. So they are one of the instructors at the studio is the co-founder of that production. So that was another reason why I chose the particular studio, even though it's all the way on the other side of town, but it's worth it. That was one of the reasons why I chose this particular studio, in hopes to, you know, get my foot in the door one day. And if not, that's fine. You know, there are other companies throughout the city. I just have to get myself known, because that is one of my goals, is to perform. But yeah, you can start your pole journey at any weight, at any age. And even if you're going to struggle in the beginning, depending on your background. I mean, if you have a background in gymnastics or ballet or something like that, of course that's going to help. Dance, you know, that's definitely going to help in your pole journey. But you don't have to have any background in anything. You can just start, because that's what I did. I mean, I don't really count having a background in dance, because I didn't do it for so long. Like, I did drill team when I was a teenager, and I didn't do it for that long. You know, I danced around the house, you know, just for fun. So I don't really count that as formal experience in dance. But I've always been like a pretty active kid. I wouldn't say necessarily flexible, but I've been pretty naturally good at dancing, if you will. Because I would just twirl around my home and try and do things that I would see on the internet. So I guess if you want to count that as experience. But still, like I said, you don't have to have any experience. You can be any age. It doesn't matter. I had a person in pole class. I think she was in her 40s. I've got people on my TikTok who are over 50 and they are killing it. They look amazing. So they even have like pole competitions for like 40 and up. So start at any age, start at any weight, and I promise you won't regret it. It's not going to be easy. Just like any, you know, fitness and training program, it takes consistency, it takes practice, but it is attainable if you continue to, you know, practice. I remember I was watching some girl, I don't remember if it was on YouTube or TikTok, but she said it took her like 3 years to invert. Like it can literally be that serious. Like, some people can throw their bodies up in the air with no problem. I was one of those people, because when I started pole, I had actually lost weight from walking. And so I'm restarting again in a heavier body, and the experience is like day and night. It's completely different. I cannot invert to save my life. I mean, I can, but it's so janky. Like, it's not even cute. But it's not as strong as when I inverted before. I think it only took me like, I don't know, a couple of weeks to learn to invert, but I was in a lot better shape. So yeah, it just depends. Everybody's journey is completely different. Everybody poles differently. Everybody dance, you know, differently. And that's one of the things that I love about pole, because it's so open. But yeah, that was pole class. Enough of that rant. I think this is going to be a short video. So, I don't know. Am I going to do this? Do I want to do more? I don't know. Maybe I'll keep filming. I'll keep filming. I'll see you guys on another day. Hey, you guys. So it's actually been a few weeks since I last filmed what you guys just saw earlier. And life just got a little bit busy. So I'm just coming back on here to properly end the video, because I would have hated to just throw that up on YouTube like that without properly ending the video. I will say before I go, though, that I found a new gym, as far as a new aerial fitness gym for pole. I'm still going to be going to the other ones that you guys have seen in my videos, but this one has a pole 101 / beginner kind of series that I'm testing out for the next 4 weeks. So I've already did the series last week. So I started last week. So I have 3 more series, aka classes, to do for that particular pole studio. And I am documenting that for you guys. So on my next video will be about that. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys. For those of you that are already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate that. Don't forget to like the video. And if you are new to my channel and you like what you see, you want to follow me along my aerial fitness journey, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to also like the video. But with that, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.